Welcome to Bruce Hurwitz Presents Meet the Experts. I'm your host, Bruce Hurwitz of Hurwitz Strategic Staffing. You can find us on the web at hsstaffing.com. I hope you will consider us for all your staffing, career counseling, and speech writing needs. I am delighted to be joined today by Jay Michaels for a discussion on the art of marketing and promoting yourself and your business on a budget. Meet the Experts is sponsored by P&K CPAs. P&K is a full-service accounting firm. They provide accounting and consulting services to businesses ranging from startups to small and mid-cap companies to nonprofits as well as high-net-worth individuals. Contact them today for a free consultation at pkcpas.com or call them at 973-882-8810. They will be happy to be of service. Jay, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here. Bruce, good to see you. Last week was your audio, and I just heard your wonderful voice. Now I get to see you. This is great.
I'm telling you, it's a totally different experience, as I've said on other shows. When you can only hear the guest and you only have their tone of voice to go on, it's a totally different skill set, and this is much easier.
This is great. This is really great.
Well, let's get started.
Sure.
Take a moment or two and introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hello, listeners.
Viewers. I've got to get
you out there in television land. This is Jay Michaels. I have been a member of the entertainment industry for about 40 years now, and I started as a director and a producer. And now that I'm in what Quincy Jones likes to call the fifth act of his career, I took a look back at what my day job was in times of trouble, and it was marketing and public relations. And I'd realized I'd worked with everyone from Bob Hope to Hillary Clinton in terms of speech writing, in terms of creating visibility, in terms of press releases, in terms of getting the word out and the proper words to get out. And so now at this point, I want to turn to my colleagues and I want to help the next generation in terms of that. And I created J. Michaels Arts and Entertainment. It's a public relations firm and marketing firm and production consultation that helps independent theater, independent film, novelists, book writers, cabaret artists, all those who, as Bob Ost of Theater Resources Unlimited coined, self-producing artists.
I was surprised by the name of your company because I thought you were a production outfit, period, arts and entertainment.
Right.
So really, in essence, the name of your company relates to your clientele and not to what you do.
Yes. I discovered when I first said, okay, it's public relations. I had a partner for a short while and we had a small business that way and it was public relations. And the problem was that wasn't all we were doing. Suddenly, because we're talking to young artists, because we're talking to emerging artists, because we're talking to people who don't have a lot of money to get the word out about their great product, I found I was doing production consultation. I was helping them casting. I was helping in terms of design. We were doing marketing. Suddenly it became a very vast business. So when I took it over myself, to just say J. Michaels PR, it's not enough. To say J. Michaels Marketing and PR, okay, it's getting along, but it's still not enough. So arts and entertainment, the artists and the entertainers.
Now, the title that you gave, and let's not get confused between art and arts, is the art of marketing and promoting. So do you believe that marketing and promotion is an art or is a science?
Oh, it's an art. I call it the invisible art. To say it's a science means that there's a very particular path to do it. And there really isn't. Because one audience nowadays, oh my God, social media and the internet and all of that, with the influx of entertainment, with the sensory overload that we have, as much as we think, oh, we can hit a vast audience, we're almost splintering our audience because so many are seeing it, we're not sure who's actually listening. So there's a big skill to this, but you can't very well say it's point A, B, C, and D. It's the art. It's creating this mystique, and I wouldn't call that a science. I wouldn't call that something that is a checklist or a textbook that you can use for it.
Okay, so define for us what you mean by marketing.
Marketing. Public relations is the immediate project, but marketing is the entire organization. If you're doing a play, you're going to promote the play. You're going to do public relations for your play, for your movie, for your book. But the marketing of it is also you. A lot of people will go see something or read something because of the person that's doing it. They may not necessarily want to go see that movie, but they want to go see that movie written by that person or starring that person. So when you're marketing, to say the Avengers, that's public relations. To say Marvel's The Avengers is marketing, because now you're giving the mystique of Marvel Comics, of Marvel Studios, and all of that. So marketing is the entire picture. Public relations is the particular event.
Define promoting or promotions.
Screaming loud. Promotion. Promotion is the melding of both of them. When you talk about promoting something, you're not just talking about the facts. You're not just sending out pictures. The promotion is everything. The promotion is the trivia, is the backstory. The promotion is the content that you put on a website. The promotion is the interview. It's the gift wrap. You might have a beautiful present, but the allure is the gift wrap around it and the lovely silk bow. So the promotion is the color, is the flash. P.T. Barnum was perfect in terms of promotion, because you went to the circus and you went to see the trapeze artist. There's your PR. The circus, isn't that wonderful? That's the marketing. The greatest show on earth. That's the promotion.
And what's the difference between marketing and promotions?
That's a good one. Marketing is the art of it. Marketing is deciding what to use. Marketing is, who is this person? Who is this event? What story are we telling? What is our audience? That's a very important one. A lot of people don't pay attention to that anymore. Who is our exact audience? Marketing is the art of it, who we're going to touch, what we're going to do. The promotion is then taking this all and throwing it out there, and how to throw it out there. A composer will write a beautiful piece of music, and that's the marketing. The promotion is which instrument will get his emotion across the best. Would a piano work, or would it be a harp? Would it be a flute? What's the sound that has to come out of it? There you go. Marketing is essentially the materials. Promotion is the sound they make when you use them.
Interesting. Now, this morning, coincidentally, early in the morning, I received a new writing assignment from a gentleman in Spain.
Cool.
Is promoting a singer for an English audience.
Uh-huh.
And he has written what he called the treatment, which is the description of the performer and the song. And he hired me to edit it and rewrite it into proper English. This is something different from anything I've ever done before. This has to be done his way, not my way. It has to reflect the emotions of the singer and also
his way.
Pardon me?
I wouldn't call it his way, because that's the big difference. If you just allow the artist to promote their work without...
No, this is not the artist. This is the promotions guy.
Okay.
And he wants this singer promoted in a certain way. So that's what I meant by I've got to do it his way, which is fine.
Okay.
But there's a difference between writing this and writing a speech on motivation.
For sure.
Explain the difference in the audience. How you can, when you are promoting something,
Mm-hmm.
you have to know the right words to use.
For sure.
And those words have to resonate with your target audience.
That's right. The target audience, yes.
So talk about identifying your target audience, and I'll make it even more complicated.
Oh,
You
good.
want to sell your widget to the world. So you really don't have a target audience. It can be men, it can be women, it could be this race, it could be that religion, it can be this age group, that age group. How do you go about communicating with such a mass audience?
The first thing you do is think very small. Look at the performer, look at his biography, his background, where is he from, where did he study, then look at his type of material. Does he sing romantic songs? Does he sing comedic songs? Is he a theatrical singer? Is he a pop singer? You really break down who your product is. I'm going to use the word product this way because there's some people talking about their, as you say, a performer. Some people are talking about their plays, their movies, etc., their novel. You break down everything interesting about the piece. You take something like Hamlet, even, and you might have one image of Hamlet, but then you can also speak biblically because there's a Cain and Abel sort of storyline in Hamlet. Then you can also speak about mental illness in Hamlet because is he really mad? Did he really see a ghost, etc.? So take what you have and really break it down. This is who he is. This is his background. This is where he comes from. This is his type of music. This is how he sings. Even something as simple as his age. Is he an older person? So are we saying he's maintaining a career? Is he a breakout artist and he's 19 years old? You break down everything about him. You get your entire list ready of who he is. And then you look at the audiences that would like that. Is he older? All right, so do you play that so you can get an older demographic to buy his material? Is he romantic? So, okay, now that older demographic again might still work, but does he do comedy pieces? So now you might even think about, is there a commercial feel to him? Can we advertise him on certain TV shows? Also the fact, now you say he's in Spain. He sings in Spanish or he sings in English? Do you know?
The promoter is in Spain. The woman he is promoting is an English singer, English both language as in England.
Uh-huh.
All right. But I wasn't specifically referring to this assignment I have. I'm talking about in general, if you are selling widgets and you don't have a specific demographic,
got it. Now
you can't make it personal.
I thought this was bilingual. If it's English, it's even easier. Like I say, you have your entire list, and then you create the package, and you create the biography of the package. Not so much of the singer necessarily, but use the singer's biography in this package. So here is this young singer who came from humble beginnings, who sings romantic and comedic songs, and has auditioned for Broadway pieces. So essentially your search engine, if you will, for your press release would catch people of a certain age, of a certain tax bracket, of a certain type of music, a type of entertainment. If you're going to appeal first to everyone, which is tough, you have to find a million little things within the performer or the product to get the point across. It's easy if you're just saying, okay, I'm just talking to the pop culture audience. I'm just talking to the Broadway crowd. But if you're talking to everyone, then find everything about it. Something so simple as the singer grew up in Brooklyn. Now that hands you a New York feel, that hands you a different demographic than if the singer grew up in California. If this person came from humble beginnings, okay, there's a whole thing to this person worked their way up to this fame. So that's an inspirational piece that you can add to it. It's a salad that you don't just throw lettuce in there and say, I'm serving this. What is all the interesting things that you could throw in to make this the most delectable meal that they could possibly have? So universal, look at everything, and nothing is left out. A lot of people say, oh, you don't want to know about that. Yes, we do. You would be very surprised who wants to know that you collect old comic books. It doesn't matter.
Because that might be the one thing that resonates
completely
with the person, and the rest they don't care about.
I say comic books, and since he's just passed away, Stan Lee was a lover of Shakespeare. Stanley was a lover of Shakespeare, and he didn't remove that when he started writing his characters. Thor eventually spoke in Shakespearean prose. He took everything that he had in him and threw it into each character, and that's probably what makes them so compelling. So it's the same thing here. If you're going to sell something universally, then find every single interesting thing about it.
Now, the second half of our topic. So we have the art of marketing and promoting yourself and your business.
Yep.
And I don't think there's a difference between how you promote yourself or your business.
You are a commodity. You are your business. A singer is a business.
It's the same thing.
Actor, the whole works.
Now we get to on a budget, and I'll just quickly relate my personal story. I was able to launch my career counseling career, if you will, or service, I should say, because of a service called HARO, Help a Reporter Out, which is a free service. If you don't know it, it's helpareporter.com. Even though the website's called Help a Reporter Out, it's helpareporter.com. You sign up as a source.
I just interrupt you very quickly. That's a perfect example of perfect marketing. Help Reporter Art, HARO, but in my head I hear hero. So their use of that title makes me think they're going to be my hero. And so that simple bit makes me go, oh, they're my hero. And I'd rather pick them than a company called Assistance at this time in your whatever. It gives me more of that oomph. So that's an example right there of marketing.
Well, I forget the name of the company that the founder sold it to. His name is Shankman, I think. And what they do is, as I was saying, you sign up as a source, and every day, 3 times a day, you get a list of questions from journalists. Could be reporters, it could be producers, it could be editors. You don't have to pitch to them. They're in essence pitching to you. I'm writing an article on how to interview for a job. What are your 3 secrets to a successful interview? You respond, and if they like it, you get free press. Cool. And this costs nothing. I've been quoted over 700 times, over 500 publications across the country. And what's interesting is I've been in the Wall Street Journal on a number of occasions, and I've been on websites that nobody's ever heard of. And I get more traction from those no-name websites than I do from the biggies, from the Wall Street Journal or USA Today, what have you. So this is, when I talk to someone about doing something on a budget, and the budget is $0, that's what I recommend people to do, because it worked for me. It worked for me. It worked for anybody.
Of course.
Now, how do you create a budget?
You start from the 0, which you have, and then you research all the ways that you can be seen, all the ways that you can create visibility. Now, again, this is another place where you need to be humble. You can't just say, okay, an ad in the New York Times, a spot on this podcast, a spot on this TV show. Start at those, and on this radio show, start at those, but then look at all the free ones also. Where else can I create visibility? Where are all those myriad blogs and websites and .coms, .orgs that will pay attention to me? Once you have that whole thing, start crossing off what's not working. Look at things that say, no, that's not my audience. That's too expensive, etc. Come all the way down and then see what you have. And then look at that and say, okay, to run it this way is going to cost me $1,000. Do you have it? If not, a little more editing. Go down to what you feel you can have. I know that sounds, it almost sounds sad or depressing, but the best way, start shooting for the stars and then end up rationally. Because you could miss something if you get paranoid and you say, oh, I can never afford that. Maybe you can. maybe there's a way of affording it a different way. So shoot for the stars and then get rational, is my feeling on a budget. And then turn around and say, oh, well, whatever, and just keep pushing harder.
Years ago in a previous life, I worked at a nursing home, and they wanted to advertise on television. And that surprised me. But I went out to the different cable companies to get some bids, and they all told me the same thing, which shocked me. They said for a nursing home, the best channels to advertise on were Nickelodeon, Disney, and I think there were another couple for children. And I asked why. It absolutely shocked me. They said, well, the children hear the parents not complaining, but concerns about the grandparents. So they say, Mommy, Daddy, there's a commercial on about how people help grandparents. And the children draw in. Now, that was totally counterintuitive. One way that I would suspect that you can determine where it is best to spend your money is to see what your competition is doing.
Of course, always.
What other ways? You've got the money. Money is no object, but you still don't want to waste your money.
Of course.
So how do you do it?
Money is no object. Look into demographics, not only what your competition is doing, but look into generalized demographics. If you don't have a problem with money, then find out what the reach is. Whenever you buy ad space, either online or from magazines or newspapers, you get their spec sheet. So it says that their reach is 5 million hits, and of them, 75% are millennials and 25%, et cetera. Look at those very closely. Who is reading that paper? Who is seeing that show? Who is going there? Look at all of that, and then look at the hard times the show has had. What are they saying about it on the TKTS line? What are they saying about it?
What is TKTS?
I'm very sorry. That's a service that the Broadway shows have, so you can.
Times Square.
Exactly.
Tickets. Okay.
Exactly. Look where, when the show is in any kind of problem or the product is in any kind of problem, where do they go? A lot of times you'll see movies on sale in Duane Reade or Rite Aid or something like that. So that's something to pay attention to. What movies Rite Aid buying is Duane Reade buying? If you have no problem with money, take the best and the worst. I don't mean that Duane Reade's the worst. You know what I mean. But yeah, the best and the least, and come together and see that's where your budget's going to be. Yes, I'm going to take that ad in Time Out New York. But yes, I'm also going to figure a promotion with Netflix and with Duane Reade. So think about all sorts of areas, and that's going to be your general marketing budget. You may not do it. You may not do it immediately. You may say to yourself, step one, we're in Time Out New York. We're in New York Magazine. Now we're going to be on Theater Mania. Now we're going into this literary site. Step 6 might be, okay, launch the coupon that gets you the free copy or whatever. So have your whole budget from beginning to end. A lot of really smart producers, when they raise a budget for a show, if they have to raise it in terms of money, they raise the money so that at no point do they have to worry about ticket sales. That if nobody comes to see their show, they have every dollar. Because then times are hard, times are not hard. Everyone is going to get paid. Everyone is going to still support the work. That's a huge thing also. When you're dealing with people involved there, your staff, your people, your company are brand ambassadors. If they're not having a good time, they're going to tell the world. And now with social media, they can tell the world instantaneously. So a great marketing plan is to make sure your company is very happy and willing to constantly be the ambassadors for it.
I was chuckling when you said for the Broadway play that they have enough money even if nobody shows up, and thinking about the producers.
Yeah. You know what? That was a brilliant plan. That was a brilliant, brilliant plan. They had every penny that they needed to do that show. So ironically, yes, their failing plan was exactly right.
Oh, yeah. And Mel Brooks knew it.
Oh, well, Yes. That's genius is as genius does.
Exactly. In the couple minutes we have left, what is the biggest mistake people make when they're marketing and promoting?
Oh, that's so great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was, Groucho Marx used to say, excuse me, I have to go rehearse my ad libs. So before anything, I was thinking, what kind of questions, what do I need to say about, and this is a very important thing that goes on nowadays. Because of the proliferation of social media, we have stopped trying to woo an audience and stopped trying to woo industry. Now we're trying simply to impress each other, because that's who's seeing us immediately. We're trying to get likes and whatever very quickly. We're trying to have that particular look, but it's making us very small, because the people who are now liking us and clicking us and endorsing us already know us and love us. The biggest mistake is saying, oh, look, I have 1,000 likes. I guess I'm really good. Who are that 1,000 likes? Oh, look, somebody shared my site several times. Who shared your site? It doesn't help if your uncle shared your site. It does help if that stranger who logged on said, wow, that's great. I love this. I have to tell my friends. Start arrogant and get humble. When you create your piece, it has to be the best thing in the world, and you have to laud it, and your team has to laud it. Then say to yourself, who is really my audience? Who do I want to see this? And aim at them. Don't say, I want to be in the Times. Maybe the Times won't care. Maybe that myriad of websites is really going to help you much more. As you said, you've been in the Wall Street Journal, and you've been in so-and-so.com, and that was the one that made a name for you. Really look at who will care about you. And that's the audience you hit. And on that level, be humble. Don't say to yourself, no, I want to be. No. Who wants to be with you? Don't decide who you want to be with. Who wants to be with you is the simple thing to do.
Jay, I want to thank you. This has been both educational, informative, also entertaining.
This was great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This was wonderful.
And I'm just going to put up your contact information.
Cool.
We've done this now twice, once audio, once visual, and I hope we do it a third time.
I can't wait to see what the next level is.
That's kind of scary. What will the next technology be for podcasts? Maybe virtual reality. Who knows?
Hologram or something like that.
There you go. Well, thank you, Jay. And to our viewers, thanks for watching. And as always, keep focused on success.